Good afternoon, everybody. It is me, Josh, Ace Weather Forecast, guys, and welcome back to the video. So this is my third video today, so yeah, very busy. But you want to hear something even more crazy? I'm gonna be doing another video later this evening, so it'll be a quadruple upload. It'll be I don't know. I don't remember if I've ever done a quadruple upload before, but yeah, I'm gonna be doing a quadruple upload, and it will be on the possible wins from Caleb, and I'm also gonna be posting on the update on wins from Caleb right now too. We have new windstorm watches advisories that become more widespread. We have new GFS run models and European models, new snowfall totals and everything. So if you guys have not subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are 10 subscribers from 2,000. Again, guys, 9 days until my 1-year YouTube anniversary. So it really mean a lot if you guys help me out. Also, let's try to get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of November. And that's pretty hard, but let's try to do it. And also be sure to, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. But let's get this video up to 10 likes. It means a lot. But without further ado, let's get in this video. So here we are looking at the National Weather Service, and for those people who have been following these updates on this windstorm, we have a lot of new updates just alone on the National Weather Service. We have a lot more windstorm advisories now. We now have some windstorm watches, warnings, and advisories for the New England or Northeast. We now have some for the Ohio Valley or the Midwest, and now we have some for the Plains in the West. So we have a lot of new updates, and this snowstorm is already affecting many areas in Montana right now. We're having huge snowfall threats, and it's going to be widespread. It's going to be early in the week, so we can have early cancellation to school again, guys. Let's go all the way to the south. So again, we have windstorm advisories now for areas into central Nebraska. We have the same thing. We have the same advisory still in the Dakotas. Nothing new there. We still have some advisories for Billings, Montana, for Bozeman, and now we have a windstorm warning for Helena. We had an advisory for Helena, but now we have a warning. And we still have these warnings out here for north central Montana. And we also have some special weather statements for this snow. And now we also have the Midwest that is getting ready for the snow as it should arrive by tomorrow. Des Moines, Iowa City, Aurora, Illinois, Chicago, areas in Milwaukee could be having these windstorm advisories. And now we also have winter storm warnings in effect for areas into Michigan City, Indiana, in that southwestern tip of Michigan and in the Indiana border. We also do have windstorm warnings just north of Detroit, so that little panhandle area, and we have windstorm advisories in effect for Toledo and Detroit into Fort Wayne, so we are having very widespread areas in the Midwest. And now we have windstorm watches in effect for Buffalo, New York, and nothing for Erie, Pennsylvania yet, nothing much for the New England area yet. And we also have winter storm warnings now in effect for the Burlington area. And we also have those watches again for Syracuse. And we also have nothing yet in, the New England area. We are just seeing a huge update of millions of people under some type of winter storm alert. So yeah, we're definitely have to keep an eye on this as it is bringing heavy snow already within the next 6 hours. It's bringing snow for all the way to Minneapolis. Again, we have this huge snow maker, and we can also have lake effect snow double in with this, so we can have two major areas. We have a snowstorm, and then we have that lake effect snow piling up with this. So again, we're gonna have heavy snow for Bismarck. We're gonna have heavy snow for near up to Fargo, and also Helena. We'll start to see that rain mix. As we get later into Monday or tomorrow, we have a huge update right here. It's looking very, very big, a lot different than what it's looking like today. Tomorrow will definitely be a big update on this. So we're going to have snow all the way from Denver, Colorado to areas near Syracuse, New York, and maybe even Albany. We'll start to see a nice sleet or flurries by early Monday. We can have snow for Kansas City. We can have some snow for areas near Iowa. Iowa City, also Chicago. We'll start to see that snow pick up by early in the morning. Let me actually fix this for a second. I'm not why this is so low. Let me fix it. There we go. We're also gonna have snow for Omaha, Nebraska. We're gonna have snow for Cheyenne, and this again by Tuesday morning. It starts to get into the major areas into the southeast, into the Ohio Valley. So we're gonna have very, very heavy snow coming in for Syracuse, for areas in Buffalo, Erie, Pennsylvania. We can possibly have blizzard conditions. We're going to have incredibly heavy snow. We're going to have snow coming into Concord, Nebraska, Burlington, Vermont, Augusta, Maine. We're going to have snow for Cleveland, Indianapolis, and then it looks like we can have a lot more heavy snow in Nashville, couldn't say the word, than what we thought. The snow again could get into areas near Huntsville all the way into Jackson, and then it could bring more Appalachian snow. It looks like now we can actually have more snow for New York City, for New Brunswick, for Philadelphia. Maybe we can have an ice mix near Washington, D.C., which could be very dangerous. Albany will start to see the snow pick up by Tuesday, so we'll have some nice light snow for Albany into the morning and noon of Monday, and then as we get into the Monday night, we'll start to see that snow pick up a lot more, and then by Tuesday, it's really, really heavy. Again, by tomorrow, though, the GFS is showing it going, hitting the areas in Illinois like that a bit longer. And we're gonna have some nice snow for Chicago, some very light snow for Milwaukee. Detroit will get their first major snow this year. St. Louis will be involved. Oklahoma and near Tulsa, we can have a very huge ice threat there, and then we can get that snow out there into now Toledo, into Erie, into Pittsburgh, all the way into areas all the way to Maine. So it's kind of like the Appalachian Trail we're looking at. Again, we can have some light snow for Little Rock, Nashville, areas into Johnson City. We'll see a chilly rain, and then by later that night, we'll have that heavy snow coming into Johnson City, snow for Huntsville. And then we're going to have that possibility for having some sleet getting in the areas just north of New York City, New Brunswick, and Long Island. We'll see a chilly rain which could cause ice threats. The GFS is not showing snow at all for the New York City, but we can see maybe a sleet and mix for New York City at most in the GFS. But maybe we can see this snow come in by the time the tree for Christmas out there near into the plaza pie. It looks like we can maybe have some light snow when it arrives, so that'll be definitely the Christmas spirit. So now we're gonna be looking at these snowfall totals. Again, they have not changed super duper, not that much really. Again, we're still looking like maybe an inch or two for Nashville. It's looking like the snowfall totals are increasing, though. For the Appalachian Mountains, we can have to 3 to 4 inches for areas near Charleston. West Virginia, we could have maybe a good 2 to 3 inches for Johnson City, maybe a good 3 inches for areas near Gatlinburg or Knoxville. We're still seeing these the amount of snow for Chicago staying at 5 to 6 inches. Looks like we can see a maximum of 6 inches. Areas into Milwaukee, we see a whopping 4 inches, even though the radars doesn't show that much snow for those areas. We're still going to see this lake effect snow really brings us a good amount of snow for the western shore of Michigan, off Lake Michigan, including Muskegon. We're also going to have a good 2 to 3 inches for Indianapolis, but a lot more snow for Fort Wayne to 4 to 6 inches. Looks like we can see a good amount of snow to 5 to 7 inches for Toledo and Ohio, and maybe 2 to 3 inches, maybe even 1 inch for Columbus, Ohio. So a good break from, again, like that lake effect snow will be a lot worse than there in the northern part. We're also going to be seeing a good 7 8 inches for all the areas near Erie. Again, as you can tell, all these areas near Lake Huron are going to be seeing some nice amount of lake effect snow. It's not just lake effect snow, it's also the snowstorm we're going to be seeing right now. Obviously, that could be named Khaled by later today. It's not going to be any later than tomorrow, because it's going to bring in a lot of snow for the Dakotas into Nebraska by later tonight, so it has to be named today. Maybe that can be the evening update around 5 to 6 o'clock. And then we'll see a foot of snow for areas near Burlington, so that's a good amount of snow there. And then we can see a good amount of snow near that northern tip of Maine. So yeah, it's only looking like we can see less than an inch, or at inch at most, for New York City. So it's just going to be wait and see. Again, New York City didn't really see their really big snowstorm until the end of November, really. So now we're going to be looking at the GFS snowfall now. And it's actually showing a lot more snow for the areas for the Appalachians. Looks like Charleston can see maybe 4 to 5 inches. At most 6 inches. Looks like Johnson City can see 3 to 4 inches. And looks like actually Gatlinburg will see a good 5 inches based on that. So that's pretty, not historic, but pretty surprising, where we're seeing close to half a foot by early November. We're also going to be seeing a good amount of snow for the Midwest, and also these areas near Lake Huron. Right here. So we're definitely have to watch out for, obviously, the lake effect snow for Erie, Syracuse, Buffalo. Definitely Buffalo going to watch out with those definitely record-breaking cold air, obviously. We're going to see a good amount of snow there for Aurora, Illinois, which is a couple miles west of Chicago. We're going to see 7 to 8 inches. Looks like Chicago will see 6 inches based on the GFS, and maybe at most 7 inches for the northern part of Chicago. Looks like Milwaukee can see the same amount, maybe 3 to 2 inches, maybe even 4. It looks like Iowa City can see a good amount of snow, maybe 5 inches. Des Moines will see around 4 inches too. It looks like again Nashville looks like maybe at most an inch. Indianapolis, same amount. It looks like we can have a lot more snow though for the areas for the southern tip of Michigan and near Michigan City, Indiana. Looks like we can see up to 9 to 10 inches there. Really crazy. Looks like Cleveland can see a bit more snow, and looks like the here you can see the same amount of snow there. Again, we're going to see the most amount of snow, obviously, for the Appalachians out there near Green Mountain in those areas near New Hampshire, and obviously Burlington, Vermont. We'll see up to 12 to 14 inches at most. So really crazy out there in upstate New York and Vermont. Again, now the areas of the GFS showed nothing at all for New York City at all. Nothing for Boston either. So huge difference between these models out here. But yeah, it's definitely we're definitely going to have to watch out on this possible Caleb, which would be our third name storm, which is actually not bad for early November. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and bye, guys.